heavy touch, but it's play on for the refs. And they've done their subs. You can evade one player, but not two. And we're back with the Welsh possession. But I think it's going to be, yeah, the offside position is going to be called. Coming up with the classic 32. They're looking to go on the far side. Waiting for them to come up. And it's going to be a penalty. So they try to go back to the line before the touch. They're waiting. We see Wales are trying to get them to go up so they can play the quickie, and with the inside ball they might have scored, but I think it was touched before. And we have, this time it's going to be awarded, that's a try by number 10 Alfie Southgate for Wales. So far for me it's +2. So far I have a +2 difference for Wales, but we'll just check the score and see if we can correct this. Yeah, so we're at 5-2, so it's +3 for Wales. And it's 5th touch on the line for Lebanon. They're all out of solutions. They have to try and do something, but it's going to be a 6th touch. And we're up and running. Wales that managed to do a great subbing with great pace and great speed. With the middle, but he is half and he's looking for his link. He misses there's going to be a ball given back to Lebanon. But we see they're pretty efficient with their subbing. They're going straight for the box to third of 4. I think, yeah, third was taken at half line. And now he's going inside, but I think it's a touch. I think it's the 5th touch. They still have some time to play. I think they just got a penalty, so they have a whole set of 6 coming their way. Oh no, it was just the 6th touch. Another unlucky possession for Lebanon there, who didn't manage to score a 3rd try and close up a little bit the gap that they have with the Wales team. And we see that they're still doing this, their move of making them go up. And I think number 10 just scored another try, Alfie Southgate, with the 2nd try for this half. So Wales being pretty clean so far. Not a lot of handling errors, and Lebanon getting a little bit heated in the sub box and on the pitch. So we'll see if they can regroup. Oh yeah, there's an overstep here off the mark. And straight away another possibility for Wales to increase the gap that they have, the advance that they have against Lebanon. They're moving the ball pretty nice and easy. A scoop, the number 5, but a good defense for the winger. I think they only have 1 touch left. It's a long ball for the wing, for the link, sorry, has been cut. And it's another try for Wales, for the link, the female link in the far inside, but I could not get her number, unfortunately. I think she might be on the pitch still. Lebanon playing a little bit with the player coming up in defense, taking the touch. And now with the quickie, but it's a lost ball. Unfortunately, we see Lebanon manages to go up to the 7 meters of the Welsh team, but they can't manage to score that much. They've scored twice early on in the game, and so far it's been a bit harder to score a little bit more. So we'll see what they can do in the rest of the... Yeah, they have 4 minutes left in this half, so we'll see what they can do. We thought it was going to be a lovely inside ball, but it would have been a touching pass then, and now it's just the touch. We'll see what Wales can do. There's the sweeper coming back inside, and now they have loads of space. It's a very good defense by Rafael Rad from Lebanon. What are they going to do? Quickie, probably. He was playing the dummy pass, Jack Parrott there, and the middle didn't follow him quite as much as he could have. So it's going to be another try for Wales. It's now 8-2. They're running away with the numbers. Lebanon back in attack. And they're camping on the 7-meter line. Playing the scoop. Yeah, he lost his balance, and it's going to be a 5th touch. So they're going to be all out of solutions again. But can they manage maybe a hat trick? No. I thought it was going to be a penalty, but it's just a turnover. We have about 2 minutes left in this half. See, both of the teams are getting a little bit tired, and the touches are not as clean as they were. So we have a penalty against Lebanon. That's first touch, and they're trying to make their subs, I think, Wales. And that's a little bit of an overstep, in my opinion. Wales not subbing any players. They're either pretty confident or they just forgot, which is a possibility as well. I think it's 5 coming, so it's going to be a scoop. And he's through. Long ball for the link, number 6. And it's going to be awarded for Fionn Tunick. That's another good try on the far end in the Lebanon line, which is a little bit of a surprise because it's usually on that side we have a female attacker and a male defender. So it's pretty surprising, but a good surprise that they managed to score twice there. Means that probably Lebanon did not tighten their defense a little bit too much. And we have just a few seconds left in this half. Can Lebanon score before the half time? And bring 9-2 to 9-3. Yeah, that's dummy touched as the hooter goes. So we're gonna go to halftime on that, and I'll see you in 5 minutes.
You wait too long to not get what you want. Hey. Non mais c'est plus lui, mais je comprends totalement. Ça peut pas le faire.
And it's going to be, unfortunately, a lost ball for Lebanon for this start of the second period. And Wales coming up. Oh, and she forgot the ball. But they're doing their subs anyways. Lucky for Wales, Lebanon did not play that very, very quickly. So they still had the time to do their subs, and Lebanon did not progress that much in the pitch. That's a good dive for number 6 for Lebanon. It's going to be awarded to Karim Abu Jamra, who already scored in the first half. Scores now his second try of the game, and the third for Lebanon. And we're back with the Wales under 15. With the mullet coming in for the sweeper with a lot of speed. Number 5 not going for the line, but switching the game, and a bit of a quick step and a dive in the middle for Matthew Clatworthy. And the try is going to be awarded. That's 10-3 for now for the second half. We're hoping that it's going to be a lot of... we're hoping to have a lot of tries for this game, for this half. Hopefully for both teams, but so far it's been a little bit more than 2 minutes and 2 tries, so we're up and running on pitch 1. We have 4th touch, 5 coming. What are they going to do? Getting pretty close in the rooster, but yeah, it's going to be a 5th touch. I think the attack was a little bit too gathered, and we have a player that wants to go out. He seems to be injured on that dive. Maybe he injured himself a little bit. So we have a subbing during the game. All right, we have another stop. I had to leave the action for a minute, so I'm not sure what happened here, but we're back with Wales with what seems to be the 3rd touch. And we'll see what they do. So they're pretty gathered on one side of the pitch, and it's now 5 touch, so they're out of touches, and unlucky that he didn't pass the ball, because he would have probably been a try awarded there for Wales, but lucky for Lebanon, they managed to defend that pretty good. And they're off to sub. Oh, that's good hands, but a 4th touch in the middle of the pitch, and the 5th touch not even halfway line. So that's a 6th touch, pretty close to the halfway line. So another unlucky attack for Lebanon. They seem to be a little bit sharper, a little bit cleaner than in the first half. However, there's still a few handling errors that are being made, and they can't seem to score. we're gonna go back to. We're gonna go back to a penalty for back chat if I'm correct. Is it for back chat? I think it is. So that's another full set of 6 for Wales. And we see Wales taking their time. Rooster and a long ball, but it's going to be touched by Kaya Freya for Lebanon. And I think it's the 5th touch with Lebanon. Pretty solid in defense. Is it going to be a commentator's curse as well? Probably, yes. I apologize for that. But it's going to be a try for the winger for Wales. Number 5 or 15. There's no 5, so that's probably Aoife David again. And so far in this half, it's been about 7 minutes. We only have 3 tries, 2 for Wales and 1 for Lebanon, so it's a pretty slow second half. Probably the heat, bodies are tired a little bit. It's their second game of the day. But we'll have to see how this goes for Lebanon. Space on the wing a little bit, but it was a 6th touch. And Yasmin Malouf could not score this one, not this time. We're going to see a lovely ball, a lovely sub-box movement from Wales. 2nd touch and 3rd touch taken on the halfway line. Now that's 4 coming, but we don't have any momentum and everything is to build. And 5 coming, but I believe he is half. And we're gonna go for probably for the Rooster or just for the winger, who can probably go on her own. Faith Priester-Kemper. But she was cut up by another player, and it's 5th touch now. So that's another no try. Another sequence with no try. And Wales seems to have a bit more of a hard time finding the solutions here, while Lebanon is running at full speed and trying to go alone for the try. But they've managed to do their subbings. And now it's 4th try, but it's going to be a hot touch called. And Lebanon has 6 touches to try and do something, but we have a scooper. But he was half, but I don't think the referee caught that. So there's more chances for Lebanon. And a few open space out wide on the wing. And I think it's going to be a try. Oh, I'm afraid she injured her shoulder during that dive. I think it's going to be a try, but at the cost of her shoulder here, because the winger is not back up. I believe it is Yasmin Malouf, but I'll have to check and wait for her. Oh no, she's right in front of me. I'll have to wait and see the number on her jersey to be sure who she is, but yeah, it looks like an ugly injury on the shoulder. Hopefully it's not too serious, or hopefully it's just a little bit injured and she will be able to finish the competition, but I'm not too sure about that. And it's another lost ball for Wales. Wales seems to have a hard time finding solutions in this half of the game, as I said before, and this shows this once more, that they're having so much difficulties finding the answers. Maybe Lebanon stepped up in defense. I think it's going to be a touch called. And that's 5. So they're all out of touches. And they have to try and find the gaps, but there was number 11 Elsa Gattas, who scored the previous try for Lebanon, but she injured her shoulder in the process. Right, so we have another attack for Wales. Let's see what they do, what move they set up in place. Is it going to be a quickie? No, it's a ghost. And it's going to be rewarded with a 6 more. She was right. Faith was right. The opening side was, well, the opening was at the winger, but they have a whole set of 6 for trying to score this one. And maybe with an inside ball if the number 11 had stayed on his side. But it's going to be a penalty called. And Wales will have, once again, a chance to score.
Oh, did you?
All right, and the roll ball was not straight. So it's another lucky save for Lebanon, who so far have tied up in the second half, because there's, if I'm correct, it's 2-2 in the second half. It's 9-2 in the first half, but 2-2 in the second half. Oh, and unfortunately it's going to be a touch and pass called, I believe, yeah. Lebanon, who manages to give a much fairer fight in that second half than in the first one. I think unluckily for them, they were just overpowered in the first half, and now they're having difficulties doing something. Well, it's hard to catch up on the score. And a good defense there from the link and the winger. Can they open up on the other side? It's going back in. And it's going to be a touch and pass called. So again, a great defense there from Lebanon, who manages to follow up the ball as it went left, right. And I think the opening might have been on the far end wing, but the link on this side chose to pass the ball back inside and not outside. And we see now that the Welsh team is getting more and more aggressive in defense, so that they prevent Lebanon from going into their own half, which is a strategy that seems to be pretty accurate and pretty effective. So we'll see if Lebanon can adapt the same strategy and put pressure on the Welsh. So far it seems to be working this way. It's the scoop, and he's gone, and the ball is gone. It's probably going to be awarded. And yes, it is for Marley Amani Jones, number 14 for Wales. Which leads us to 12-4, but as I said, most of the points for Wales and most of the scores happened during the first half. And now so far it's been a bit more difficult, so perhaps they have about a little bit more than 3 minutes left to score maybe one last try and tie up in the second half. So we'll see. Maybe Wales will restart their scoring scoring series, and seems to be going on pretty good. They've done all their subs. They're on the 10-meter line. It's the 4th touch. They still have one more. We're going back to the middle. Is it? I think he thinks they're out of touches, but it's going to be a touch and pass or a 6th touch. And it's another chance for Lebanon. Yes, I believe she was on. I think the Lebanese player thought that she was off, and he wanted to continue to play. That's good. Yeah, he avoided that pretty good, but in the end you have to take the touch. Yeah. I think there was a hard touch asked for by Lebanon, but asked a little bit too hard, so it's going to be a 4th sub for Lebanon. And a penalty for a hard touch, and then it's a lost ball there, unfortunately. Lebanon, who takes on pretty seriously the cases of hard touches, especially on their female players, which, well, sadly, they had a penalty, but they also had a back chat and a 4th sub for back chat, so it didn't play too well in their favour. We have, in the last minute there, and it's still a Lebanese ball. There's been a lot of change of hands, so we'll see what they can do. And it's another lost possession. A lot of errors in this second half, in the final time in the second half. But still Wales with this good movement for their subbings, and still coming in strong with a lot of intensity, even though the game is pretty soonly over. And the scooper, and there's loads and loads of open space, but it's a good defense by the winger who shot off the outside possibility of a long ball, and it's indeed a long ball, and the hood is on, so the hood is off though. So it's the last touch. Can they do some magic? Oh yes, they can. Yes, they can, and it's going to be awarded. It's going to be final try for this game, which leaves us to 13-4 for this final game. And a very good effort for Lebanon, but in the end it was a pretty solid win for Wales.